on top of the world. We're on top of the world now.
Alright, so I'm going to start off by prepping my lips for our look today. I'm using the Mint Juleps Lip Scrub by Lush Cosmetics. This is just going to help and ensure that our lips are rid of any dead like skin and everything, so our lipstick goes on amazing, and you can eat it as well. I'm using the Lip Service Lip Balm, also from Lush Cosmetics. This lip balm is literally the bomb, and it's so good, and it makes your lips feel absolutely amazing. To prime our lids today for eyeshadow, I'm actually going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the color NW20. I have been using this for a couple weeks now as an eyeshadow base, and let me tell you, I really like it. I actually think I like it a lot better than my MAC paint pots, but then again, I've only been using it for a couple of weeks. So I'm just going to take that and put it on my lids with my finger, and then I'm going to blend it all out with a pointed kabuki brush and just blend it everywhere. This is going to ensure that our eyeshadow stays on all night and it brings out all of the colors evenly, and it's also not going to crease because this is a creaseless concealer. So next I'm going to go ahead and put some concealer underneath my brows, and this is going to help prep us for our brow routine. Now, I actually recorded a brow routine for you guys, so I'm not going to go into detail on how I did my brows or anything. You guys are just going to go ahead and see some clips of how I do it. You may miss a few things, but don't worry, there will be a brow routine here in the next week or so showing you guys exactly in depth on how I do them. But I'm just using my staple products, which are the Anastasia Dip Brow and a Sonia Kashuk concealer, and then I just take a spoolie and I just go ahead and brush them out. So I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. This is actually one of my birthday gifts that I got in the morning. I was super excited about because I've been wanting it forever. But anyways, I'm going to go in with the first color, which is Salted Caramel. And it's sort of very similar to MAC's Soft Brown. It's just a really orangey brown toned transition color. And I'm just taking that on a Sigma E40 brush. And I'm just blending that out. And there's no technique to it. Just blending it until it looks really soft. And then I'm going to go in with this next color, which is Milk Chocolate, and it's the perfect name for it because it literally looks like milk chocolate. But I'm just going to go in with a MAC 224 brush and just blend that onto the crease as well, not really placing it in anywhere particular, just blending that salted caramel and that milk chocolate color together to create my perfect transition shade. Now I'm taking that milk chocolate color on a MAC 217 brush, and this is where I'm going to go in and really define that crease color. I use this color because I didn't want to go too dark yet, but I still wanted to be able to define it a little bit more. Sticking this brush into the sockets of my crease is really going to help define it, and this is how I really get a nice kind of cut crease look. Now I'm going to go in with the color White Chocolate from that same palette, and it is just a matte white creamish shadow, and I'm taking that on a really flat brush, and this is a Sigma brush, but it's really flat, and I'm just taking that and I'm going to kind of cut off that shadow, so it's really going to help me define where my crease is, and I just keep adding more and more product until it looks the way that I want, and I'm just going back and forth in sweeping motions, patting it so the product stays on. Taking some more of that milk chocolate color and a little bit of that salted caramel color, I'm just going back in with that 217 brush, and I'm just going to define that crease even more, and I go back and forth on each eye a lot just to make sure that that crease is really defined. There's no technique, just sticking my brush in my eye socket basically and just going back and forth and blending it out till it looks really soft. Then I'm taking the color Semi Sweet, which is a darker brown, and I'm taking it on a really thin brush, and I'm just taking that into my crease. This is just going to define our crease a little bit more and give it that depth that we want. And then I go back in with a 217 brush. Actually, it's a clean 217 brush, and I blend out that darker color. For my highlight, I had to use my MAC Shroom. This is my all-time favorite highlight now, and I couldn't use any other color than Shroom as a highlight. This is just my perfect shade, and I am so in love with this color. I don't ever want to use a matte highlight ever again. To prime my face, I'm using my Benefit Professional. I love this for a matte look on my face, and I'm just taking that and placing it in the areas where I think I need it the most, which is going to be my cheek area, on my forehead, and around my nose and my chin. Those are the areas that I get a little bit oily, but not too much, but this is where the product works the best for me. For my foundation, I'm using my Makeup Forever HD foundation in the color 128, I believe, and I'm just taking that on my finger and placing it all over my face because I'm actually not using a kabuki today. I'm going to be using my handy dandy beauty blender. This is one of my new beauty blenders, so it's all nice and soft and clean for us. So I'm just taking that and blending that all over my face. I love using a beauty blender for foundation. It just makes everything so flawless, and I'm in love with beauty blenders. I cannot get enough of them. So I'm just blending that all over my face, making sure it's evenly on there. To highlight my face, I'm using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the color Medium 1 Custard, and I'm just placing that underneath my eyes, on my chin, down my nose, on my cupid's bow, and around my lips. And I also did a highlighting and contour video, so I'm not going to go too in depth with it. I just blend everything out with my beauty blender that's on my face, and then for underneath my eyes, I take the flip side of that beauty blender and I blend that out, and I keep blending. Using a beauty blender for concealer is like the most amazing thing in the world. I love my kabuki, don't get me wrong, but the beauty blender just does the job perfectly. To set my concealer, I'm using my Anastasia contour palette, and I'm using the shade Banana, and I'm just taking that on a small e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm just placing that underneath my eyes to set it. This is also going to give us a really bright under eye, as well as making sure that it doesn't crease throughout the day. To set my foundation, I'm using my MAC Prep and Prime transparent powder in a large kabuki brush, and I'm just placing that on my forehead and my chin and underneath, basically just to kind of set those problem areas. I don't have a lot of problem with oil, but this is what I do. To contour, I'm using that same kit that I mentioned earlier, and I'm going to be using the Fawn color, which is a lighter shade of a bronzer, and I'm just taking that on a MAC 109 brush and just bronzing my face up, I guess you can say. Once again, this is in a video. If you guys want to see my highlight and contour video, then let me know down in the comments below, or give this video a thumbs up. I'm not going into too depth, but you get the gist. I'm taking MAC's Harmony blush because this is my all-time favorite MAC blush, and I wear it with literally every single look that I do, like every single look. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I also did my eyeliner, and I use my L'Oreal Infallible eyeliner. For lashes, I'm using these Ardell Demis. I've never used these before, but they were definitely a lot shorter than I expected, but I really did like them. I just used some Duo Lash Glue and placed them on my eyelids. Taking that salted caramel eyeshadow and that milk chocolate eyeshadow, I'm just taking that on a Sigma pencil brush, and I'm just running that underneath my waterline. I'm just going to blend it out, and I'm taking a small little fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend it out and keep blending until there's no harsh lines. To add some bottom mascara, I'm using my L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes Mascara, and I'm just placing that on my bottom lashes, and I'm kind of giving them that spidery effect. For a highlight, I'm using this Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector in the color Opal, and how gorgeous is this? It's probably the best highlighter ever. And for my lips, I'm using a NYX lip liner in the color Pink Rose, I believe, and it's just a really, really light pink lip liner, and I'm using a lip liner because the lipstick that I'm wearing is a little too light for me, whereas this one brings it out just a little bit more. For lipstick, I'm using this Wet n Wild lipstick in the color Think Pink. It's a really, really baby pink, and it looks really, really pretty. I actually really like this color, and I'm a huge fan of Wet n Wild lipsticks. They are so cheap, like $2 cheap, and they have every color. Alright, you guys, so that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's just a really simple neutral eye with a pop of pink bold lips, and I really enjoyed wearing this. It's really, really pretty and super girly, so I thought it would be perfect for my birthday. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Can I call you mine? So can I call you mine now, darling, for a whole lifetime? My heart finally trusts my mind, and I know somehow it's right. And oh, we got time, yeah. So darling, just say you'll stay right by my side. And oh, we got love, yeah. So darling, just swear you'll stand right by my side. We're on top of the world. We're on top of the world.